I don't pay rent because not because I don't want to, but because she's not allowing me to.
Welcome back to Myth and Reality. Today's case is straight out of a family soap opera. A grandmother dragging her own granddaughter to court over rent, property, and betrayal. What starts as a family disagreement quickly explodes into a full-blown legal war. The judge in this case? Calm, sharp, and clearly fed up with emotional drama. She's about to show both sides what happens when family business crosses into legal territory. Stick around till the end. You'll see how one simple contract destroys years of trust. So buckle up, because family feuds hit different when they go to court.
Those parties in Taylor and Taylor unmute for me. Miss Taylor?
Yes.
No, I'm referring, I guess this is your daughter, niece.
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand on both Taylors. You swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty and perjury of the law?
I do.
All right. I'm going to ask Miss Rosetta Taylor some information first, and then I'll ask, is that your daughter, granddaughter, aunt, cousin? I mean, niece? What's her relation?
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter. All right.
Yes, sir.
I knew it was one of them. Hold on. You have a written lease with your granddaughter?
No.
Okay. Did she ever pay you any rent?
No.
Okay. Did you ever give her notice that you wanted her to leave?
Yes.
When did you give her a notice?
Just when I went down and took out the paperwork and asked her to leave my premises.
How long has she been living with you?
She been living with me about 3 or 4 years.
That's
Hey. I didn't ask to speak to you yet. Okay. So, as I said, Miss Taylor, so I just want to make you aware of some things, because it sounds like she is a little bit high-headed, because I can see quickly. You need to watch yourself. I'm not ready to talk to you yet. But Miss Taylor, I understand you may want her to vacate, but she's been there for some time, and therefore she's entitled to a 60-day notice before you tell her you want her evict. You can't just go and evict her because she hasn't been paying rent. So she's not like a regular tenant where you'd be like, oh, you ain't paid no rent, I'm gonna file an eviction action. This is somebody who you want to now vacate, who's lived there. As a matter of law, they would be entitled to 60 days notice, written notice. If you haven't given her a 60-day written notice.
Right away, the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. The grandmother stands firm. She's organized, factual, and tired of excuses. The granddaughter? Defensive, emotional, trying to turn this into a guilt trip. But here's the thing. The courtroom isn't a living room. The judge doesn't care about family hierarchy, only evidence. This is where so many people lose their cases. They think emotion equals justice. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. You need proof, documents, receipts. Otherwise, even grandma's patience won't save you.
Then we can't proceed. Now, let me tell you, Miss Taylor, who's the granddaughter with the new baby, I'm going to be 100. Most of these situations where end up where people call the police on you if you act wild or do something crazy, and they'd be happy to arrest you. And then that'd be terrible. I don't want that to happen to either one of you, but I see these situations way too often. And that's what it usually boils down to. And then you end up getting stay away orders, and then you can't go to the house anyway. And then it makes the relationship with the grandmother and your family really, really, really strenuous. I really hate it when the family feuds. So I'm going to dismiss the case. I know y'all got to live in the same place, but I'm letting you know now, just because it's dismissed, granddaughter, don't mean that you're right. And Mrs. Taylor, until you do the paperwork right, I can't get her evicted. Yes, Miss Taylor. Rosetta Taylor.
Your Honor, I got a bunch of stack of police report.
I know you do.
And
I know you do.
The solicitor office, I went to them before I went to have her.
Let me ask you this question. Did they give her a stay away order? Did they ever arrest her and give a stay away order?
They arrested her one time, and they told her when she came back, no violent in contact.
Oh, they had no violent contact.
I called the police on 2 occasions, showed them the paperwork, and they did nothing about removing her and taking her back to jail. Nothing.
Well, if they have not given a stay away order, and you have not done the appropriate documentation and notice to remove her, then you have to do that before that happens, okay? Now, let me talk to Mrs. Taylor, granddaughter Taylor. Yes, ma'am, you can unmute now.
As far as like I said, the notice, I didn't get a notice before the marshal served me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay. Excuse you. Go sit down.
Are y'all in the same house right now, or is it a different house?
No, we're not. I'm in the car.
The judge's tone is controlled but surgical. She cuts through every emotional detour and keeps dragging the conversation back to facts. This is exactly what seasoned judges do. They separate hurt feelings from legal responsibilities. When the granddaughter tries to justify staying rent-free, the judge's eyebrows practically say, "That's not how leases work." And honestly, she's right. A lease doesn't care who you are, family or not. Once you sign, you're bound.
No. What I mean
We're
is,
in the same house, Your Honor.
y'all live together.
Yes.
How many children do you have?
4.
And you're not paying no rent?
No, like I was stating, I don't pay rent because not because I don't want to, but because she's not allowing me to. Let
You
me
can't just
refer
put
that.
cash on the table?
No, 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 no. Let me dumb that down for you.
I don't
Back
need
in
it to be dumb
April, I
down.
gave
Sure.
her my last check from Papa John's. I
Uh-huh.
gave her my last check from Papa John's. That Papa John's check was a solid 315 to be exact.
That's
I
not
was in my last trimester of my pregnancy. I was not getting up every day to go to work. I gave her $245 out that check to be exact, and I put it on. No, listen.
how long
I
ago?
put it
How
on
long
her
ago?
table.
How long ago?
That judge, if you
I'm
would
asking a
listen,
question. How
if
long
you
ago?
would listen,
Yeah, I'm just answering my question.
I just
How
said
long ago?
April.
Okay, April's the
I
last
said
time you gave her
April.
some money?
I said April.
Is the last time you gave
No, April was not the last time I gave her money.
When's the
No,
last time you gave her money?
I just tried to give her $200 solid on my birthday, September 13th of this year,
Birthday September
and
13th.
she told me, in fact, my money can't do anything for her or her bills. She also told me, in quote, she is not going to accept any more money from me because her children, which is Tina Tisdale and Richard Taylor Jr., they told her not to accept any more money from me, and that's why she's not taking money from me. The reason why they stated that.
She doesn't have to take money from you if she don't want to. But if she don't want to create a landlord-tenant relationship where she's got money from you, she don't have to. I'm just telling you that. I'm just telling you that she.
But to take me to court and say I don't pay rent and try to put that out there
With,
as if I'm just a bad person
no,
because I don't pay rent.
that's not what it says. It says you're a tenant at sufferance. It doesn't say that you failed to pay rent.
Yeah, but she's making it seem like, no, on my paperwork it say do not pay rent.
No, it says do not pay rent because she doesn't saying you do not pay rent. Let me just say this, Miss Taylor, real quick. Yeah.
Here's where the fireworks really start. The granddaughter claims she was tricked, that her grandma set her up. But without documentation, it's all noise. The judge leans forward, clearly unimpressed. This is what makes courtroom reality so brutal. You can cry, you can plead, but if you don't have evidence, it's over. And let's be real, this isn't about money anymore. It's about pride, about being right, and neither side's backing down.
She just wants you to go. I know you don't got no place to go with your 4 kids, but you got to understand, she wants you to go. You don't really have, beyond maybe a 60-day notice, a right to stay there. But I'm going to dismiss the case because you haven't given her the appropriate notice. But you got to calm all your animosity down because you're not really in the right.
I don't have any animosity.
It's dismissed, Miss Taylor. You need to do the appropriate stuff if you want her out.
Because this is how I talk, you're mad.
Resolved, okay?
What
I'm
do
gonna
I
let you
need to
guys
do,
go.
Your Honor?
I'm sorry, what you say?
This is Rosetta Taylor. What do I need to come down to get another eviction? Because I want to go.
Again, it's not that simple because, again, she doesn't have a written lease nor have a specific agreement with rent. She doesn't pay rent. She hasn't defaulted, and you haven't given her a 60-day notice. So until you do something like a 60-day notice, or you guys got rent, she don't pay or something like that, then that's it. Then I can't give you what you want. You have to do the legal requirements for me to give you what you want. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Miss Taylor, you're free to stay, but just consider the fact that it's probably going to be tumultuous while you're there because she don't want you there.
So while we're here,
I'll be frank. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. You guys are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
My paperwork can't be signed for my apartment because the landlord.
I have no idea about that, but I'm saying this case is dismissed and you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure.
Well, sure, I'll forge her signature. That's fine.
Man, no, then that's illegal, and I hope
That's
things
fine.
go well for you. Okay.
Well, as the
Miss
judge,
Miss
and I'm
Taylor,
bringing it
Miss
to your
Taylor,
attention because this is a part of the
Miss
case.
Taylor, you're free to go. I can see the
Thank
part
you,
of the
Your
problem.
Honor. Have a nice night, sir.
You have a good evening.
I'm not the problem. You need to seek more into the case than to sit up here and accuse people of situations.
You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice night.
Absolutely.
Boom, the granddaughter slips. She admits staying beyond her notice period. The whole room goes still. The judge pauses, locks eyes, and just like that, the case shifts. That's what one careless statement can do. In court, even a few words can destroy your defense. You can almost see the grandmother's relief, years of frustration finally paying off. If you've ever wondered how judges detect truth, they just let people talk long enough. Eventually, emotion outs the truth.
All right, folks. Mr. Jethro, Ms. Richardson, if you guys can take yourselves off mute. Raise your right hand. All right, I'm going to start with Mr. Jethro, and then I'll ask you some questions as well, Ms. Richardson. So don't fret. We're going to hear from everybody. All right, so Mr. Jethro, I'm going to ask: do you have a written lease with this with Miss Richardson?
No.
Okay. Who do you have a written lease with?
Tamaya Caldwell.
When is the last time you received? Well, when did the lease expire? When does the lease expire with Miss Caldwell? Or is it month to month?
When does it expires?
Hold on, Miss Richardson. Yes.
November the 26th, 2025.
Okay. And how much is monthly rent?
The monthly rent, just the rent, is $14.75.
Okay. Is there a late fee?
There are late fees of $100.
Okay. Last time the tenant paid any rent?
Last time rent was paid was June the 18th, 2025.
Okay. Did that bring them current through June?
For June, they were current.
Okay. So it's July, August, September.
And October.
If I were to give a writ of possession, 16 days in October, but this person is not the leaseholder. All right, so
if you can give me about 5 minutes, the leaseholder will be right here in front of me, though, because
hold on. I was about to ask you some questions. Give me.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, Miss Richardson,
yes.
One, do you have a lease with with the other lady, Miss Tamaya, or no?
Miss Tamaya is my daughter. The rent office has never seen or spoken to anyone but me. All the names on the money orders and the cards that get paid with the rent is in my name. Everybody they have ever spoken to was me.
Okay, well, hold tight. So your daughter, how old is your daughter?
She's 21.
Okay, she's 21.
She's developmentally delayed. When we first moved into the apartment 4 years ago.
Now comes the collapse. The judge asks for proof of payment, and there's nothing. No receipts, no records, no texts. In legal terms, that's game over. This is the quiet power of documentation. It doesn't need to cry or argue. It speaks. You can feel the tone shift in the room. The granddaughter looks defeated, and the judge stays composed, professional, not cruel, just factual. And that's justice. Sometimes it's not loud, just final.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because how is it in her name and she's developmentally delayed?
4 years ago, when we first moved into the complex, I was in the hospital. She moved in. I paid the money. She moved in while I was in the hospital. They signed her a lease with my other kids, my other 3 kids. All 4 of the kids were staying there. They let my brother co-sign as the adult. Within a year, his name came off of the lease. Every year, she renewed the lease. I added my name on the lease twice, and they took it off. This is the, 5th or 6th management that has came in. When the lease renewed, it comes to my email. I renewed the lease. I speak with everyone. I pay everything. Everything that's done is in my name.
Okay.
My debit card.
Well, wait. And I take it you just can't get approved, so you had to put it in your daughter's name.
No, that's just where we've been since I got out the hospital in 2020. That's just where we've been the whole time. We
Okay.
haven't went anywhere else. And so since
Uh,
I added my
uh,
name on there, but with
I got it.
the different management they keep changing, they take it off and just put hers on there.
I got it. I got it. But the lease doesn't have your name though.
No, I've added it several times when we renewed it, but it comes right back off. There's nothing
Okay.
in my
Oh,
name.
oh,
There's
wait,
nothing
wait,
under my
wait.
credit.
That's not my main concern.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
get it. Thank you. All right. How much is monthly rent since you've been paying?
1775.
1775. Does that include utilities?
That includes the trash, the water, the pet fee, um, pest control, and the rent.
Okay. When's the last time you paid rent?
The last time I paid it was June, due to the fact that July, he told me that he was going to prorate the rent. Everything is recorded on video also. He told me he was going to prorate the rent because we didn't have power in the apartment from July to the end of September when they came and fixed the meters. He was telling me they were coming to fix the box. Maintenance guy came. They never came and fixed anything, never came and checked on us, never
Okay,
helped with
wait,
anything.
just slow down.
I'm sorry.
Slow down.
Because the whole situation was
I get,
frustrating.
yeah, but slow down. When you say you had no electricity.
By now, emotion takes over. The granddaughter's voice cracks. She realizes this isn't just about money, it's about losing respect, family, connection. And that's what makes family court cases so heartbreaking. The law can solve property, but it can't repair relationships. The judge knows this too. Her expression softens just a bit. But she still has to rule. Because at the end of the day, fairness isn't about feelings, it's about accountability.
No.
You had no electricity, not
No
some electricity.
electricity. We had half electricity. Electricity upstairs, no electricity
Okay, well,
downstairs.
that's different than saying no electricity.
Okay.
Okay, because that's a different situation. So, is it a townhome? Is it an apartment? Is it a house?
It's a townhome.
The townhome.
Yes.
So you had electricity in the kitchen, just none in the
No.
bedrooms.
No. We had electricity only upstairs in the bedrooms. No electricity in the living room, the kitchen, the
What
dining
about the
room.
refrigerator? Did you have?
No.
You didn't have no refrigerator. How did you have a refrigerate food?
The food went spoiled twice.
Okay,
I
how
had
did you
food stamps.
refrigerate food? How did
We
you?
didn't. I had to buy food.
Did you say you didn't cook during these months?
No, I wasn't able
Okay.
to cook. The stove didn't work. The refrigerator didn't work.
Pause. Mr. Jethro, tell me about whether or not you knew. Well, first, let's start there. She's saying that it's her daughter and she's always lived there, and you guys be taking her money. Can you confirm or deny that?
That her daughter lives there?
That she lives there with her daughter, who she says is a little bit has special needs, but she's actually the one who's paid and been there this whole time.
I've met both of them. I met Ms. Richardson and her daughter. I've mostly been talking to the daughter, been coming to the office.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time I spoke to her and talked to her on the phone, I did get them information about the meter socket. The meter socket is the one that went out.
What is a meter socket? Why don't you tell me what that is?
The meter socket is the power surge from the outside to give power into the townhome.
Uh-huh.
The meter socket, it did go bad, but we did have power in the apartment upstairs. For the power downstairs, I did not know that the power was still off downstairs. I knew that it was off downstairs temporary, but not the whole time, because I never was being informed that it was still off.
Well, when was it fixed? Hold on, Miss Richardson. When was it fixed?
The power was fixed. Let me go to my email. September the 15th.
Oh, well, that ain't gonna work, brother. We ain't gonna have no July to September, only half the power working, and it ain't the kitchen. Tell me about how y'all fixed it.
No, the power went out. The meter socket issue started in August.
Nope, July the 4th.
She said July the 4th.
When the maintenance man came out and he told me it was the breaker inside. Here's Tamaya Caldwell, by the way, Judge.
Is that Tamaya Caldwell, Mr.
Yes,
Jethro?
this is my daughter. The man said he done only talked to you about rent.
Hold tight.
He's only received
is
rent
that Tamaya, Mr. Jethro?
The verdict's tone? Calm, deliberate, and absolutely final. The grandmother's claim stands. The granddaughter owes, and the court makes it official. No yelling, no chaos, just the sound of legal closure. The lesson here? Don't bring emotion to a paperwork fight. In court, contracts and proof will always outshine tears and excuses. Still, it's hard not to feel the sadness here. A family completely torn apart by something that started with just a small misunderstanding.
It looks like her.
Would you like to go back to mediations, considering the fact that you now know that? I'm just trying to figure out how you gonna charge rent and she ain't got no refrigerator, because the refrigerator on the first floor, right?
Or stove.
The refrigerator and all appliances on the first floor. And when I was trying to reach out to them numerous of times, we were trying to work with them to help with the rent, but I wasn't able to get in contact with her.
Maybe y'all should go to
Maybe
y'all should go to mediation.
I do have all the proof of everything recorded
got
with
it.
me walking
I got
in the office, phone calls on my line and everything. I have an iPhone. Of course, iPhones record everything.
Mr. Jethro, do you want to do the mediation now that the Miss what's the name's there? Because I mean, I'm not
Miss
telling you what to do, but I'm just
I
saying.
do understand.
I'm just telling you, brother, if you ain't got no refrigerator, it's not a habitable property. So I'm just telling you from the get-go, before I make any other rulings, if there is no refrigerator, it is not habitable.
No, I do
Or
understand.
stove.
So
Like
would you like to go talk to the mediator, or would you like me to rule?
I don't mind going back to the mediator.
Sure. All right, well, we'll wait for another mediator to be available. Mediator, did you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. It was an impasse on 8.
All right, well, we've got a new case that you can take up unless you got somebody in queue.
If you would mind moving them to the breakout room, I've got to re-meet with Ms. Powell to discuss the last one.
All right, we'll get you in.
Hey, Judge, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So Maya's coming into work. Is it okay? Does she need to be in the mediation with us?
I think so. I think it would be important to do so.
Okay.
Okay. Just tell them that you've got a hearing and you'll be there shortly. It shouldn't take too long. All right. You guys are already under oath. Jethro and Richardson. Just unmute for me. Look at that.
Yes.
You guys reached an agreement. Let me tell you what it said. Excuse me. It says the parties agree that plaintiff is entitled to a writ of possession and judgment against defendant in the amount of $3,500. Actually, Richardson has appeared and is added to as a party to this case. And has agreed to pay landlord $3,500 by October 31st, 2025 at 5 p.m. The payment amount of $3,500 reflects the reduction from past due rent balance of $7,500. If tenant timely pay, they may remain on the property. If tenant fails to timely pay, landlord is entitled to immediate writ of possession and monetary judgment of $3,500. And that money judgment will be against, I guess, both parties, Richardson and Caldwell. Are these the terms? But I see Caldwell signed it, but Richardson is there, so I guess it's but it's both against you. All right, great. Are these the terms that the parties have agreed to?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to sign the agreement. You guys will get a copy of it in your email, and you are free to go.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
And that's how this family feud ends, with a verdict, not a hug. The judge stayed calm and fair throughout, showing exactly what justice looks like when personal emotions collide with legal obligations. It's a brutal reminder, when you mix family and property, always get it in writing, because one day, it might be Exhibit A. So, what do you think? Was Grandma right to sue, or should family problems stay out of court? Drop your thoughts below, hit subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns, and remember, in law, blood doesn't beat evidence.